Okay, so we've got these two problems, and we need to find the volume. So the volume, the first step we're going to do is we're going to identify the base. So identify the base. So the base of this prism is a rectangle. Right, so we have this rectangle right there. So that'll be our base. And then we need to find the area of our base. So we're going to find the area of the base. So the way I find the area of a rectangle is length times the width. So the length of it is going to be this one here, that 9 centimeters. And the width is going to be that dimension there, so that's 5 centimeters. So our area is going to be 45 centimeters squared. But that's the area. That's the area of just this one face there. So now we got to multiply it by our third dimension. So the third dimension is this one here, right? This 2 centimeters. So then we're just going to say, okay, well, we found the base. So the volume is going to be the base times that third dimension, which we'll call height. So the base we just figured out here, which is 45 square centimeters. And that it's like that rectangle has been stacked up 2 centimeters high. So we're going to multiply that by 2. And so our volume is 90 cubic centimeters. And that's that first problem. So now let's try it again. Only this time we'll do it with this triangle, which is our first step again, so we identified the base. So the base I see is this triangle here. It's a right triangle. So next I got to find the area of the base. So the area of a triangle is always the base times height divided by 2. That might get confusing when we do base times height over here, but that's okay. We can still work that out. So the base of the triangle doesn't really matter in a right triangle. We could choose either, but I'm just going to choose this one here. So this dimension, this 8 kilometers, times the height would be this 6 kilometers there, because it goes from the point to the base at a right angle. So that will serve as my height. And then we're going to divide that by 2. So the area equals 48 divided by 2. So the area of that triangle is going to be 24 kilometers squared. So now we just need to multiply it by this last dimension here, this dimension here. This one that runs this way, right? So it's like we've stacked the triangle 8 kilometers deep. So we're just going to multiply it by that depth or height, we're going to call it. So I would say the volume of this is going to be the base, which we just figured out, times that third dimension, times the height there. So we're going to say volume equals 24 kilometers squared times, we said this dimension, so that's going to be 8 kilometers. So 24 times 8, 24 times 10 is 240, minus 48 is going to be 192 kilometers cubed, or cubic kilometers.